Pirate 101 isn't exactly known for being a difficult game. Most players can go through the storyline, not really worry about losing their companions because you can always just revive them with Miracle Mitch, the healer that rips us off every time we go to him. Or, no worries, you lose a fight, go ahead and do it again. What if we found a challenge? Well, I didn't find a challenge. This is a challenge that was made by the community. I don't know exactly if Xerath created it himself or someone else did, but I'm sure all you guys have seen Xerath's video, but it is the Pirate 101 Nuzlocke. Now, for anyone unfamiliar with the Nuzlocke, basically it's a challenge where a game like Pirate 101 becomes a lot more difficult. If you die, you're dead. You have to restart. Your companions die, they're dead. Now, the way mine is a little different from Xerath's is I wanted to make it a little easier on my first run, so I basically made it so if a companion dies, they can be revived every time they're promoted. I know, it sounds like cheating. It's not what Xerath did. It's okay. This is my version of the Nuzlocke. I had some people in my chat decide and agree on it. So, that's just how it's going to be for this one. So, similar to Xerath, I also went with the Musketeer for the first run. Well, I guess he did Swashbuckler his first run, but then ended up going to Musketeer. I'm starting off with the Musketeer purely because I just think it was the best option for this challenge. Again, I know it's cheap or cheating or whatever, copying. I genuinely did not think that this run would go how it did on the very first time, and after this run, I literally told my chat I was just going to spin a wheel, and whatever class I end up with is what I was going to do. But yeah, so I mean, it just went well, but Musketeer is honestly the best option, especially when you get Overwatch 5, which took me forever to get, but I did get it. And it makes the challenge a lot more doable, but still incredibly hard. Anyways, enough talking. Let's just get straight into the story of how I beat the Pirate 101 Nuzlocke on my first attempt. Now, just going straight to the end of Skull Island, I really had no troubles whatsoever. I didn't lose any companions. I felt good. Yeah, it was incredibly simple. I beat Cortez and I advanced on to Monquista. Again, this part of the game is really not too hard, especially as a Musketeer. Having Bonnie and having Louis, your trap and the Overwatches do a ton. So, obviously it wasn't as hard as the future worlds are going to be. And Goronado obviously isn't the most difficult boss to face, especially when it's just the objective to only defeat him. Obviously, I got really close to Rapier dying, but again, I ended up having no problem. It wasn't a big deal. And yeah, that's the end of Skull Island. It was pretty simple. Going into Monquista, I really, again, didn't face any challenges. The world obviously is a little bit of an upgrade compared to Skull Island, but I had no problems except for one fight. One fight made me realize that maybe the challenge wouldn't be so easy. I think I got kind of caught sleeping. I wasn't paying a lot of attention. I just I don't know. I was just going with the flow because I feel like within the last days of playing the game, I really didn't face any troubles or any worries. And then going to this fight, I truly just thought it was a normal fight. It would be fine. But for some reason, it was horribly close. Hit me. Oh my god. There's no chance we actually just... Holy... No way we just... Oh my god. I mean... That's on my... That's on me, but... Oh man. Well... We survived it. That was way closer than it should have been. All right, now going into Valencia, I'm not even going to talk much about it purely because the world literally took me 35 minutes to complete. I'm not sure what their idea was when they put this in the game. Obviously, we go back to it, but that going back to it idea was supposed to be really far away. So I truly don't know what they did or why they decided to make this the shortest quote-unquote world ever. But again, not much to talk about. I didn't lose any companions. The fights were super easy, and yeah. So I mean, honestly, there's not much to say until Valencia Part 2, which we'll get to at the end of the video. So as I said, Cool Ranch was kind of where the challenge started. Everything was going pretty good at the beginning until this fight. It wasn't the fight itself that was the problem. It was more the fact that I only got one companion. Well, I guess that's the fight itself. But I only got one companion, and then you get instantly put into a second fight with no chance to potion, no chance to do anything. So the very first part of the second fight, I already had to waste around on healing myself, and at that point I was just screwed. And to put the cherry on top, I lost one of the most valuable companions for the entire run. Again, I do have the ability to revive each companion each time they're promoted, but this really, really hurt losing one of the best musketeer companions in the game, Chantal. Now, to explain what happens here in this fight, I'll give you guys a little background purely to Pirate101 if you guys don't know about the game so much already. Basically, one of the most overpowered abilities for Musketeer is Overwatch. Not only that, but Overwatch at a rank of 5 has the ability to not only make your enemies dodge less, but it also knocks them back, which at that point makes it so guys aren't even allowed to hit you. Okay. Basically, it's one of the most overpowered things in the game, and this drop right here is what helped me get towards that Overwatch 5 on the first run of this fight ever. Oh my god, Ringo's revolvers. No way. No way I got the drop first fight. Oh my god. Now, going into some of the next losses we had in Cool Ranch, I just want to point out, I mean, it's not an excuse, but it is, but it's not. I had pneumonia and bronchitis at this time, so I'm just gonna say the reason all these deaths happened was just because I was like deathly ill and couldn't focus. It's definitely not because Cool Ranch is hard or anything. It's my favorite world in the game. You know, Cool Ranch is great. It's not because it's hard. I mean, it's kind of hard, but it's just because I was sick. Now, going into these Scorpion fights, I was a bit concerned just seeing how it went for Xerath in his runs, but I ended up only losing Louis, which honestly wasn't a big hit because his promotion was coming up and I knew I could just promote him pretty easily and bring him back. The next big fight of Cool Ranch is the Duck of Death fight. Now, a lot of people talk about the first part of the dungeon, which is pretty difficult because of just the amount of enemies you have to face, while also making sure you kill the Duck of Death, which is a really hard boss. Now, I went into this worried about this first fight, just for nothing to really happen, until I got to the second fight of the dungeon, which was supposed to be the easier one. During this fight, you have two objectives: defeat the Duck of Death and destroy all the kegs that are on the ship. Now, obviously, this is a little difficult. The kegs are in different spots. You have these really hard-hitting enemies, and you also have to avoid the explosion from the kegs. Now, obviously, I'm able to start off the fight and just shoot two of them out, but I got absolutely screwed over by these Lagoonies, just crit chaining on Bonnie and Louis. They ended up making me not lose the fight, but lose both of them from a fight that was supposed to be extremely simple and not one to worry about. I mean, now after the absolutely devastating losses we just had in that fight, I had to throw together a team that I thought could at least support me through the rest of the game. So I ended up promoting Wing Chun and Dead Mike to run both of them just as hitters that I didn't really care about. They could hopefully chain and do some damage to guide me at least towards the end of the world while I'm missing out on Bonnie and Louie. So now we get into the very best storyline in the entire game, in my opinion. The Magnificent Seven and Timmy, who's super cool, and I wish he was a companion or a pet or something. Something cool. But I love the storyline. This is what makes me love Cool Ranch so much. It's just one of my favorite worlds. It is my favorite world in the game, purely because of this whole storyline here and with El Toro and stuff. It is so sick. The very first fight of this storyline is against none other than Mike Tyson himself. But this fight, I don't know what happened. I don't know if I messed up with what I discarded. I almost died. If it weren't for my pet spawning in and taking some of the hits, I would have been completely dead. Mike Tyson missed the trap. He kept critting on me. It was a much harder fight than I expected it to be when it was literally just the Mike Tyson fight. I didn't think it was going to be such a struggle. Thank you. I'm going to have to heal again. Oh my god, what a relief. Continuing down the Magnificent Seven storyline, we ended up losing Dead Mike, which wasn't a huge loss, but a little frustrating just because he was kind of a body bag companion that I just wanted to keep along the ride, which ended up leading us into bringing Mike Tyson into our lineup. But Mike Tyson's run was extremely short-lived as he ended up dying in the Buck Bronco fight, which almost took out everybody. I don't know why it was such a struggle, but I think just him having quick draw on Overwatch really messed me up. But thankfully I only lost Tyson in the fight, and I was able to continue down the quest line. We ended up saving Timmy, who was kidnapped, and recruited Duck Holiday to our team. Duck Holiday actually became a very viable companion for me. I didn't think he was going to be, but because he got buffed semi-recently, he actually was incredibly good and helped me throughout the entire run. In preparation for the final dungeon of Cool Ranch, I ended up promoting Bonnie Ann to bring her back from the dead, which obviously was incredibly important as she's one of the best musketeer companions in the game. After that, we continued the quest line, talked to Death, literally Death, and basically found out how to finally kill Captain Blood, who is immortal, and in order to do so, we brought along El Toro and recruited him to our crew. Now here we are going into what I was most worried about in the entire quest line of Cool Ranch. This fight is very, very worrisome. Captain Blood is one of the hardest bosses you face to start off the game. He has an ability to put flames down, as well as every time he is hit, he spawns in another enemy. So you're just constantly getting enemies in. You're constantly getting flames put on the playing field. Basically, you got to kill him quick and try not to die. I genuinely didn't think this was going to go well. I brought in a very, very solid lineup. I didn't bring any punching bags with me. And I basically just put everything out there and hoped that I could just take him out without losing anyone. First, right, agility buff. I think hitting him with a trap would be really good to have happen. Okay. I guess I could do some damage to them. I could have, I guess, upgraded. I could have leveled up Ratbeard and brought him in. I don't know. I'm just nervous. I'm sure I'll find a way to screw it up. I don't doubt it. Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. He walks around it, dude. Are you kidding me right now? Ah, man, you gotta be kidding me. Dude. Oh my god, my pet's gonna screw me over. Oh, it was just a blood. I thought that triggered his enemy spawn. Okay. Do I do bombs? Or cyclone? Put Bonnie away if he doesn't have sheep's up. Yeah, you're right. Very smart. Do I let El Toro just go for him?
Yes, yes.
I think I do. This is what. Oh my god, nice chain, dude. What a joke. I can't catch a break. I need him dead. And not getting a chain on him at all is so tough. Please, Bonnie, can you just pop off? Why is he chasing her like that, dude? Could Bonnie, like, get a crit or something and do something more? That'd be nice. This is already going really bad, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's not going well. Oh, man. I mean, if we can kill Blood.
As you wish.
At once.
That's what matters. The minions are hard, but not too bad. Okay. Blood's dead. Now it's kind of about Bonnie surviving this round. Because I can give her a heal. That's fine. My pet was a liability anyways. Okay. Zeke probably needs a heal first, but I really like that setup. That should kill all of them.
Reckon I will.
As you wish.
Dude, someone chain, please. I'm not getting a single chain. This is terrible. One more burst, please. I mean, I'm not getting any chains here. Okay, I need a heal. I'm gonna heal myself here for sure. Unless, I mean, this is such a good... I have to heal myself. That'd be dumb if I didn't heal myself.
Is that all?
At once.
No mega heal though. Might just have to heal again. Can you chain, please? No, no, I needed that so bad. Kill him, please. No, of course not. No chain, of course not. Thank you, Bonnie. Can you chain a little bit, Bonnie, please? Bonnie's getting no epic hits, no chains.
On it.
Aye, aye. Aye, aye, Captain.
Nobody chains. Nobody wants to chain. I think I'm okay though, boys. I think I did it. I think we successfully did Captain Blood solo. Let's go, dude. Now, do we get the robe? Do we get the robe? I'm gonna say no. Nope, we don't. Of course not. Now we're at the true final battle of Cool Ranch, and me being the idiot I am, I ended up losing El Toro. It wasn't a big deal because thankfully El Toro's next promotion is literally at level 40, which at this point I was already level 37. So it wasn't a huge deal. It was more just like I just took the fight too lightly, I guess. We then made it into Mushu, which honestly, I really enjoy Mushu in Pirate 101. I'm not a big fan of Wizard, but I am a huge fan of Pirate 101's Mushu. I think it's a fun storyline, and I honestly really enjoy the gameplay. Now, Mushu honestly went really well for me. Wing Chun was taking everybody out, comboing on everyone. He was genuinely just going crazy. And I really found no struggle until getting some of the harder bosses. Basically skipping just right to General So, because we had 0 losses all the way through Mushu. General So is considered to be one of the harder bosses in the game. He has just, it's a really weird fight. He basically can't take damage, and you have to go and threaten his chicken. The problem is, you're a little far away from the chicken, you have to take out one of his guards, and during this time, you have General So and the rest of his guards dealing a ton of damage. Now, this is a fight that is very, very talked about, and I know it was one that my chat was pretty excited to see, like just the build up to get to this fight. And honestly, I feel like it was a little anticlimactic. I completely prepped going into this fight. I expected to maybe lose Wing Chun, maybe lose Ratbeard. I brought in this cow archer guy just because I didn't care if I lost him. And I prepared by getting the Fool's Hat that provides me with the Walk in Shadows, which lets me hide, which basically makes it so no one can attack me. After that, I mean, I thought, you know, I'll see what happens. I genuinely kind of thought the run could possibly end here. But again, it just turned out way better than I expected it to. Oh, I should have protected myself a little better. I don't know. Why is he double tap to the one guy that, like, I don't want to double tap to? It's gonna be a cheap shot. Okay, I need to protect myself. Do I hide now? How long does hide last? Hide for 5 rounds. Is anyone gonna proctor my Overwatch? I hope not. Come on, Ratbeard. Ratbeard needs a chain. Chain, chain, chain. That's not a chain. So I guess he would have proctored it. I'm definitely hiding this round. For sure hiding. Definitely hiding. I guess I have that still, but I think I gotta be smart and hide here. He has cheap shot, so I mean. Please, please, please do it. Just do it. No, no, no. He's right there. Please, game. No way. He gets healed too. Please, game. Please, please. I thought I was going to escape this no deaths. I was wrong. I was wrong. Very wrong. Let's see. Since I'm hidden, can I run? Cheap shot or anything doesn't activate, right? Can I run since I'm hidden? Someone quick, please. Let me know. Can I run this way since I'm hidden? Or are they going to cheap shot me? Please, someone let me know. Can I run? I'm gonna assume I can, right? Not sure. Okay, I'm not gonna risk it. Let's do that. He's dead. Now I just need to move someone in there. Well, I didn't want to risk it, so. Rip Wing Chun. I think we got it, guys. Right? I think that's it. We did it, boys. We did it. We did it. GG's, everyone. Unfortunately, we did lose Wing Chun in that fight, but he honestly, he did his job. He was one of the biggest helps in the entire run, and I thought he was going to be completely invaluable, but he was so helpful. And not to mention, he could still be revived. So it wasn't like he was gone forever. He was just gone for right now. The rest of Mushu was honestly pretty easy, all the way until I got to the stupid Metal Guardian Temple. I don't know what... it wasn't my fault. I prepared myself for the fight. I knew what was going to happen. But Bonnie just got crit chained, straight 1600 damage, took her out in 2 hits, which was just... I mean, it was just a total joke. But besides that, I was able to complete Mushu without any other losses. I did end up promoting Louis and Rodolfo. I brought back Louis from the dead. I think Rodolfo wasn't dead yet, but I used both of them and Bonnie. Really good team all the way until Bonnie ended up dying to some BS. During the pre-quests to Marleybone, I did end up losing Ratbeard and Dead Mike, neither of which were honestly a big deal to me. I didn't feel like they were going to be a big thing in my Nuzlocke anyways, but it did suck. And after that, Marleybone went completely good all the way up until the first Dragoon fight when, for some stupid reason, I decided to bring in Louis Lebisque. And, of course, him shooting at these Dragoons with their Steely Resolve ended up getting him killed. Going into the final battle of Marleybone against Rook, I was honestly really nervous. This is a fight that's an easy run-ender. So, for the prep for this, I brought in El Toro, and I picked up Shiruku Nico, who got an insane buff recently that made her incredibly OP and perfect for this fight. So my lineup for the fight ended up being El Toro, Shiruku, and Rodolfo, purely because you can't shoot Rook, so being a Musketeer doesn't really help. The problem with this fight is not only do you have to defeat Rook, who is an incredibly hard boss, but you have to make sure Admiral Nelson doesn't die, and for some reason this guy decides to charge in and fight the entire squad of the Armada, even though we have to protect him. I don't know why he does it, but this was one of those fights that was highly anticipated in my stream, and one that I was truly worried about. Dragoons are so annoying. Dude, he's just charging in and he's gonna get killed, and that's gonna ruin everything. Oh, he's not gonna walk into any traps, huh? Of course not. Of course not. This is not looking good. Not gonna lie. I mean, dude. Bombs can't even reach him. Oh my god, I got 2 guys on him now. That's great. That's Ruku. It's a crit. Switched over now. Sounds good, Logan. Shruku, you gotta dodge. I think we're in a good spot now, actually, with where Rook went. Like, to be honest, I think we're in a good spot. Rodolfo can't hit Rook, but don't shoot those guys, dude. It's because he has overprotection, but these guys are both touching them now. Perfect. I can bomb. He's gonna get overprotected. So at this point we'll just hit. Super hit. That's what we needed. Dude, that's what I was hoping wouldn't happen. Thank you. Wasn't too bad. I think the pre-fight was a little more worrisome with all the Dragoons. Now, with Rook being dead, we did the one thing that any pirate would want to do. We found a legal loophole in the jail system to release the prisoner Catbeard. Catbeard is supposed to have a piece of the map, or at least know where a piece of the map is, which leads us to the next world, which some people consider the final world, purely because Valencia Part 2 is like 2 hours long. We'll get into that later, of Aquila. Now, Aquila is honestly a really enjoyable world. I know a lot of people complain about it because of how long it is and how tedious the ship fights are, but honestly, I really enjoy it. The storyline's super fun, and it's based on the Odyssey, Matt Damon, but it's fun. I really enjoy the Odyssey, and I enjoy the storyline, and I honestly think it's just really super cool and fun. Basically, at this point, I decided to promote Scratch. Again, for some Pirate 101 knowledge, Scratch is one of the most OP companions, depending what your class is. Now, as a Musketeer, we have a bomb ability, and with Scratch's buffs, our bombs become incredibly strong. Pair that on top of Overwatch, most enemies are dead before they even get to us. It's incredibly overpowered, and it's awesome. So I promoted Scratch all the way. Scratch is now on our team. And yeah, we basically go into the Battle of Troy. We talk to Matt Damon. He tells us what's happening, and we build a Trojan mouse. It's not a horse because all of the enemies are snakes. But yeah, super fun questline. And again, Aquila it's a fun world. It's a little challenging, but honestly, me being someone who knows the game well, I didn't struggle too much. After absolutely demolishing the Aquila storyline, I made it to the end where I teamed up with Matt Damon. defeated Robert Pattinson, and saved Tom Holland and Anne Hathaway. Is that not just the perfect ending to a pirate story? The unfortunate answer is no. I love Pirate, but this next update they released after years of no updates was just so half done, and I don't know. There's just all these ideas that went around about how the storyline was supposed to go, and then I don't know. They started going towards mobile games, and they lost a lot of their team for Pirate. You know, I get it happens with companies, but Valencia Part 2, I don't know what they were thinking. They made it so incredibly difficult and also super short. It just was a super lazy, buggy update. Not as buggy as the new content. I won't even talk about that. But it's incredibly difficult, and it's an entirely new level of challenge for the Nuzlocke that I honestly didn't think I'd be able to complete. Except I absolutely steamrolled through Valencia Part 2. All the hardest fights in this challenge that people are always worried about, especially Duomo, it was nothing, okay? Having Scratch, having Bonnie, having Chantal, having Overwatch 5, these battles were absolute lightweight, going all the way up to the final challenge of the Nuzlocke, Kane. Now, let me just start off by saying this first fight completely went under the radar. Bonnie and Chantal got absolutely smoked, which was fine because I didn't need them for Kane, but I was wanting them for the second fight of the dungeon. So it was, I don't know what happened. Both of them just got destroyed. So going into the second battle, I just had to scavenge for gold. I literally sold everything I had, including some pets that I made that obviously failed, just to put together a semi-decent team for the second fight. I didn't really care who died or what happened. I just needed to get through it so I could get to the final battle. I truly didn't expect to get this far in my very first run in the Nuzlocke, but I actually somehow made it to the final battle, the hardest battle in the entire game by far, the battle that's not even meant to be soloed. This truly was made to be done with a team. I don't know what they were thinking when they made it, but they obviously didn't plan on people soloing it. It's incredibly challenging. You have to use the right companions. I brought in Scratch, Gracie, and El Toro. The reason for Scratch, bomb buffs, and he also buffs Gracie's Golem and Gracie's Mine that does a ton of damage if you can land it. And then El Toro just to deal damage to Rook, hopefully. It's an insane battle. You guys just got to see how it goes. Valors. I'm putting it on Toro. I think that's the way to go. Do I do the Golem first or the Mine? Probably the Golem, right? Golem or Mine? Mine, whatever it is. Quick. I think that's the right choice. Because I can get a second Scratch buff on them. Yeah, we'll do that. To give them something to fight. I really want Rook to get taken out by it. I don't know the best way to do that, though. Do I put it right in front of him? Do I put it right there? Or right here? Probably right there. Isn't probably a bad idea. Guys are coming in aggressive. I think I put it right here. My freaking dog, dude. Well, I don't put it there anymore, I guess. I'll put it right here. Definitely gonna send some bombs right here, right? I think that's probably the way. The move. Can't really move Toro yet. The best bombs. Oh no way, that can. Oh, sick. That worked. That worked. Did some good damage on Rook. He's protected, that sucks. Stop, stop, stop. Toro, don't die, please. What? Oh my god. That's really bad. On the bright side, should be dead here. That really sucks. I didn't... How do you get over so quick? Two queens really screws me over. I mean, what are the odds, right? He got over there that fast. Dude, I can't even land a hit on her. Please, something like... Come on. Keep her back at least. I think we lost, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is really bad. Can you just stop, dog? She's literally gonna get El Toro killed because she's gonna Blade Storm. Gosh. Okay. Pawn turned to a queen. Yep. Because that was my luck. Oh my god, she's unhittable, dude. You got a crit. Okay. Yeah, pawn turned into a queen. Really screwed me over. Like, badly. Flames? Yeah, I have flames. I'm gonna do flames next, I think. Right in between all these guys. I needed a crit there or something. Do we heal Toro next? So we do? We heal Toro, or do we try to kill Kane when we can? He's low. Ugh. Oh, he won't till Bishop dies? I didn't know that. What am I doing? What's wrong with me? Oh, guys, I messed up. Okay, Bishop's dead. Bishop's dead. Did we do it, guys? Guys, we did it. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't realize my webcam was off. We just did it. Very first attempt of the Nuzlocke. And we actually did it. Holy shit, dude. I can't believe it. So yeah, just to end off the video, I want to do a huge shout out to Zerit. He is what inspired this for me, at least. Again, I'm not 100% sure if he made it. I'm pretty sure he came up with it. But huge shout out to him. Huge shout out to everyone that was in the channel supporting me through the run. I will be continuing to be live on Twitch as much as possible, almost every day. I try to. I'm still Nuzlocking. I'm not doing a Musketeer anymore. I'm spinning a wheel and I'm doing whatever class I land on. And I'm going to see if I can beat it again. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know. Come check out the streams. And yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.